Ashton, thanks so much for joining us. 2 practices in, give us the vibes down at Wolfpack Park.
How you guys doing? Appreciate you guys having me. And 2 days in, you're right. I mean, the vibes are immaculate, man. I mean, we're all flying around, we're having a good time, and for the spring for us, I mean, it was just getting that team camaraderie down, learning our plays, and now it's like we're just flying around. Everybody knows everything. Everybody knows everybody, and it's really just us older guys coaching up those freshmen. But I mean, if you can coach something to somebody, then that means you really know it. So it's just only helping us.
I know Coach Wilson has kind of said spring camp is kind of like gym class. Everybody gets first string reps, and it comes really serious in the fall. Have you seen maybe a heightened hunger or energy level with the fall practices compared to the spring?
Definitely, because the competition is very, very high. I mean, you're thinking 2 or 3 guys at each position battling it out, trying to get on the field first at USC. So really just, especially in the positions like nickel, quarterback, where you can only have one, running back, all those different positions where you really only have 1 or 2 guys rotating. It's a real competitive environment, and all these guys are real eager to get their foot out there first.
Let's talk about that running back room. Obviously, so many fans thrilled to have you back in town as a local product. You got Sean Dollars coming over from Oregon.
Yes,
we'll see if Cross Patton can make some noise this year too. Just tell me about that room, and obviously there's a storied history of running the ball in silver and blue.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's a big reason why all of us, we've talked about it. That's a big reason why all of us came here. There's a rushing legacy here. You had Toe and Tay last year. You got even Coach Vi. That's one of the greatest college rushers of all time. So just to learn from him, and then as you said, we have a lot of talent. We have depth in that room, and for us, it's really just complementing each other and making sure that we're holding each other to our best of our abilities every day. So if I'm not running as fast as I could be, or I missed a hole or missed a blocking assignment, or same with the other guys, like they're going to hold me accountable, and I'm going to do the same.
This is a program that really buttered its bread with the run game, not really the last couple of years, even last year, just 3.3 yards per carry. I know you weren't on the team, but I guess what has to happen for this running game to get to the level that Ken Wilson and his offensive staff needed to get to?
I mean, I think it's just all of us buying in. We have Coach Angus now getting the union right, and we have Coach Sage, working his butt off, getting the schemes, for us to rush in them. And I mean, obviously for us as players, we have to do our duty and our due diligence and know where we have to be and when we have to be there. So it's on all of the different facets of just the team, including the coaches.
Quite a full circle journey for you, Ashton. You wowed us at Damani Ranch High School and McQueen High School. Ended up committing to Nebraska. Ended up at Cal. Of course, we did feature you in the spring, but as it stands now, your first fall camp with Nevada, does it just feel right being back in Reno and being in silver and blue?
100%, man. 100%. So I'm so glad to be here. I'm glad that, Nevada welcomed me with open arms out of the transfer portal, and I'm excited to get to work and show the fans, what I can do and what I've been working on, and, show the coaches that as well, and thank them for believing in me.
You're one of 2 big-name Pac-12 transfers in that running back room, as Mike mentioned, Sean Dollars. So what can you tell us about Sean, what you've noticed about him as a running back, and what he's going to bring Nevada this season?
Yeah, so Sean, I mean, he has a lot of experience. I mean, he's a little older than me, so he's been around the fall camps and the spring camps, and the conditioning's a little bit more than I have. So definitely has that veteran feel to him. As far as his running style goes, I mean, he's super smooth. Like, you can't tell when he accelerates or when he's decelerating. It's such a smooth transition. So, he's very patient as well. Gives me Le'Veon Bell or Alvin Kamara type vibes, and so I feel like we complement each other very, very well. So I'm excited to work with him this year, and I mean we had fun today at practice, and we were hyping each other up for sure.
Love to hear it. Ashton, we were talking with Coach Wilson yesterday, and he said that the preseason poll and preseason All-Mountain West teams, those don't get really mentioned from the staff. How aware are you guys of where folks like us think Nevada might end up, and does that motivate you at all?
Not necessarily NSN in particular or any of our local news sites, but it's definitely rumored around, the locker room and the fact that, we were 2-10 last year, definitely we have to pick our stuff up this year. So a lot of people have us very low in their preseason rankings, and for us, that's just an extra chip on our shoulder because we know where we can be and we have all the talent to win this conference.
When you look at coming back home, I guess what's been your favorite thing about being back in Northern Nevada over the last several months?
Honestly, my favorite thing has been reconnecting with the community and the fans. You know, I've been up at, since it's the closest one, I've been up grocery shopping at Walmart up in northeast or northwest Reno, and you know, a lot of kids recognize me and they say what's up, and you know, a lot of those McQueen kids and stuff like that. So it's good to have the community still support me, and you know, I'm going to give them everything I can this season.
Man, I remember covering you in high school, and even as an underclassman, you were really serious about your diet and just your regimen and wanting to get to this level and continue playing the sport as at a high level. How has that all evolved? Are you still really strict, and are there certain items that the team dishes out that even you are like, yeah, maybe I don't want to eat this?
Absolutely, absolutely. So definitely I still stay away from fried food. But believe it or not, I've actually opened my diet a little bit more than I did in high school. I was a lot more strict than I should have been in high school, especially even with like things like fruit and things like that. But fruits are cheat codes, really. I mean, they give you the glycogen to get the muscles going, and then they hold you away from cramps and all types of other stuff like that. So, you know, I've been eating a lot of fruit as of late, and people say, oh, the sugar content, but actually that for us athletes, it all burns off in the end. So we'll be all right there. And then still do my chocolate milk and all my protein shakes. And then the diet is pretty much the same. But yeah, I still stay away from the fried food and the enriched bread. But other than that, you know, I'm still pretty much the same.
Given you were a star at the high school level here, it seems like we've been talking about your name for a long time, but only your second season of college, so still pretty young in your career. I guess, what's the biggest thing you took from your year at Cal that you think will help you as you try and make a big impact here in the Mountain West?
Honestly, I think it was me playing out of position. You know, I only played a little bit of kick returner throughout my life. I think I've only went out there and returned about 4 kicks since I was a kid, 2 of which were in my senior year against Reed. And so I think it was really just playing out of position and at that level. Like, you're playing Pac-12 football and you're not playing your position. So it's not something you've been working on your whole life. It's just, you know, another facet of the game. So for me to be able to be challenged like that and have to pick my way through, you know, Pac-12 kickoff teams, I think that really, really helped me a lot in growing as a player, and my patience and my vision and all those things that help me now that I'm back at running back. So I'm super excited to showcase those new acquired abilities and really just get to work at what I love doing, which is running the ball.
Well, boy, you ran it well, I should say, in high school, found a lot of open field, and we're hoping for the same with the Wolfpack. Ashton, anything you want to add before we let you go?
I just want to say thank you to all the community for welcoming me back with open arms, and I'm excited to get to work. And, you know, I want all you guys to fill those seats at these games because, I mean, hey, we're going to get those wins. So go Pack, baby.
That's what the fans want to hear. Ashton, thanks so much for joining us here on NSN Tonight.
Thanks for having me.